Hello people, welcome to my channel Learn Automation. In this video, I am going to show you very basic automation scenario of filling a registration form with all the built-in actions that is providing by the CodeceptJS testing framework with Puppeteer tool. So without any late, we'll just dive into the video. So here this is the very basic website, official website of the CodeceptJS. Here we can find all the documentations that has been provided to set up whatever the tool we want as per our requirement. So right now in this video I am going to show with the Puppeteer, and I have already done a basic one video of how to set up basic setup with the Puppeteer. So I'll just link the video on the top right corner, so please go through the video to have the idea of how to set up with a Puppeteer. So without doing any late, I am just going through the available built-in functions in the Puppeteer. So here in helper section, if you go and check under web testing, you can go with the Puppeteer. Then it will load this page where we can find all the inbuilt methods that has been provided by the Puppeteer. That has been provided with the code by the CodeceptJS testing framework with the Puppeteer tool. So here these are all the actions we can perform. We can just call this function and pass whatever the arguments it is expecting, and we can achieve our automation in a very simple way. So the setting up of the framework is very easy, as they have all that providing the built-in documentation that can also give very detailed information of how to set up. It won't take much time, so please go through the video. Okay, then without any lag, I am just going to the testing website which I am going to perform automation today. So here this is a testing website, and this is the registration form which I was talking about. So here we are going to automate of typing the name here, phone, email, and selecting this option from the drop down, and then the city, username and password, and clicking the submit button. So this is what we are going to perform the automation here. So for this without any late, I am just going to open the Visual Studio Code, which I am going to use as a IDE for my automation. Here this is the basic setup which I have done in my previous video. So here I am just going to create one more test file. So in CodeceptJS we have this command to generate the test, which is npx CodeceptJS gt. So here it is telling creating a new test, and it is asking the feature file. So this is the filling the registration form. So I am just giving the registration form here. So the name you can give whatever you want. So this is the gray, whatever the text it is showing in the gray color, it is the default one, it is showing up. If we are okay with whatever the default name it is showing up, we can just give enter. Otherwise we can start typing whatever the name we want. So I am okay with whatever the default name it is showing, so I am just pressing the enter. Okay, now it will create the test here under the test folder. Okay, so maybe you can get the doubt why it is creating another test folder. So this point is also I have covered in the basic setup video, so please go through that video once. So here we have created already the test file, and this is the scenario, and this is basic skeleton of the feature file which has been provided by the CodeceptJS itself, so which makes our work a lot more easy. So whatever the multiple scenarios we are going to add, we can just have this scenario. This is the one scenario, right? So if you want to have another scenario, you can just have this keyword and give the scenario name. You can see you need to give the title of the scenario, and then whatever the arguments we want to pass, we can give that. Okay, this is how in a single feature file we can have the multiple scenarios to automate. Here I am just going to fill the registration form. So that is what the title I am going to give here. This is the scenario title, and here whatever the I they have given. So with the I we are going to call all the functions that have been provided by the Puppeteer. So the functions or methods which I am mentioning in the video is these are all the functions. Okay, so let me go to that Visual Studio Code here. So for now we need to launch the website first. So that is the first very basic step what we need to do. To launch the website, we need to have the URL, and here this is the base URL. I can say all the base URLs you can put it in the configuration file here. Okay, so these are the helpers that will create while setting up the Puppeteer, and this is the URL. This is show in the sense whether the browser can be headless mode or a headed mode. So that's what it indicates. So if we give true, then we can run all the scripts in a headed mode, and if it is false, it will run in a headless mode. What is the difference between headed mode and headless mode is that headless mode we can't see the browser visually on our system, but it will run in the background. And headed mode is that we can see the browser and we can see whatever the actions it is performing. Okay, so that is what it means, and this is the basic URL we need to give here. So I have given the base URL here, and now if you see, this is the base URL and this is the URL that needs to be appended to launch to the particular this page. So what I am going to give here, so for now if you want to identify what are all the functions there, you can just give dot and you can see all the available functions here, correct? And if you want to know whatever the function that has been provided here, whatever the action it needs to be performed, if you have any doubt, we can right away go to the documentation of the CodeceptJS and we can see here whatever the method they have given, what it performs. So they have given a very detailed description what it needs to be performed and how we need to call or how we need to use all those functions. So right now to launch the website or launch the web page, we need to use the I am on page method on this using IE. So here they are given a few examples of how to actually use the I am on page, and whatever the arguments we give inside this codes, it will be appended along with the base URL. So right now if you go to the Visual Studio Code here, we have given already the base URL. So whatever the other URL need to be appended, that we need to give in the I am on page. Okay, so this is the rest of the URL. I am going to give it here. Okay, it will launch the web page. Okay, first let me check whether it will launch or not. So this wait I am giving explicitly here to just have the visibility of the launching the web page properly or not. Okay, and what is the command to run? It is npx CodeceptJS run. So if you directly give npx CodeceptJS run without any file location here, then it will run all the tests which are all matching with this format under the tests. Okay, so this is the test, and whatever it is with ending with the underscore test.js, it will run all the files. But for now, for me, I want to run the specific registration form test. So what I'm going to do, I need to pass the location of that. So right now we are in the Puppeteer CodeceptJS folder. So from here it will start with the test. So test, and then we need to give the test file name. So this is what npx CodeceptJS run, and we need to pass the file. If you see here, it has been launched the website whatever we are going to automate. So if you see, it is the base URL and the other URL has been appended here, whatever we have been passed in the I am on page method. Okay, so now we need to work on this dummy registration form pop-up. Now it has been launched. So let me go to here. So if you see, we need manually when you are performing the testing, what you do is like first you will check whether this form has been loaded or not. So for that you can visibly we can identify, okay, this form has been loaded. But for a script we can even automate the validation of this text also, whether the title has been matched or not. So everything we do, whatever we do manually, we can perform in automation also. So here we can check and we can tell the script to check whether this title has been loaded or not, and then we can confirm this pop-up has been loaded. So there are different ways to validate and to perform automation. So right now I am just going with the validation of just seeing the text, but you can validate to even if the element is there or not, wait for that element to be visible. So that kind of validations also you can perform. So everyone has their own style of validation and they can perform their own automation style here. So for that, whatever the requirement you feel that you need to automate, you can just go through all the available functions in the Puppeteer and then you can use as per your requirement. So for now I am just going to check whether the text is there or not. So for that we have this inbuilt method in the Puppeteer, CodeceptJS Puppeteer. So I'm going to use that. So now I will just copy this text. Okay. Here if you see, they have just given in the normal representation, but on the form we can see it is capital. So I'm just going to pass these capitals, as it is a case sensitive, it will fail. So I'm going to use C text equals, it is in all in capital, so I'm just going to give in the capitals only. Dummy registration form, and we need to pass the locator. So you can see the arguments order also. So they are telling first we need to pass the string and then we need to pass the locator like this. So what is the locator of this? Let me check. So the locator is h3, but we will see. Okay, we can use this class. Then h3. Okay, it is identifying only one, so I am going to use this one. So this is the locator here. Okay, and we can even wait for that element to be available. So I'm giving wait for element. So I'm giving the wait time as 5 seconds. Okay, so once this has been available, so next what we need to do, we need to check for all these elements has been available or not, and then we need to fill all the data. So to fill the text boxes, what functions we have? So we can go here and check the functions. So it is providing a built-in function which is fill field to fill the text area. So this is how we can use, by label, by name, by CSS, or by strict locator. So in any way we can use this method. So I am going to use this fill field. What they are saying, we need to pass the locator first and then we need to pass the string. Okay, so for that, every time to perform any action, it is always recommended to wait for that element, so that we don't need to have the script failed for the unvalid reasons, like element is not there or something. So that's why we can have this wait for element for every function, for every action we are going to do on that particular element. Okay, now let us go and fetch the locator here. So it is input at name equals to name. Okay, this is the CSS. Okay, and it is showing only one, so I'm going to use the same here. Let me, as there are two double quotes, you can give the escape. So name, what we can give automation. So here whatever we want to fill that, we can give it. So again same, what is there next? Again the same text area, but this time we need to fill the phone number. So we will get the locator for this phone, and then we will wait for that element. We will wait for that element. Maybe we can use double quotes, and then we can fill that. So what phone number we can give? Anything I'm giving here right now. And in the same way, what is the next? Again it is text area only. So I'm going to pass this email and fetch the locator and use the same way. I dot wait for element, wait for 5 seconds, you don't give any say 5 seconds or something, so it will go by default wait for 1 second. Okay, and fill field in this I'm going to give testautomation@gmail.com. okay, now if we go here, what is there? We need to fill the option, drop down. So what is this? In the form of select option, correct? So we have the inbuilt method provided for that select option. So let me show you that one, where it is here, so this is the selection option in drop down select. Field can be searched by name, label or anything. So here these are the examples they have provided on how can we use. If we want to go for the single option, we can use this. If we want to pass the multiple options, we can pass it in the form of array. Okay, but for now it will allow only the single option, so I am going to use in this way. So we can use this method. For that, first we will fetch the locator for that, which is select name country. So for that we need to wait for that element and then select option, and then we can pass whatever is there. So by default it has been selected India. To have it more visible thing to whether it is selecting the option properly or not, so I'm just going to give the Japan here. Okay, we can go here, or otherwise we can, I'm just checking this one. Okay, and then what are the other things? So these are all again filling the text areas only, so I'm just doing the same. Okay, so go here, have that locator. So I'm waiting for that element. And then fill field, city, I'm giving something random, and then username and password. Okay, so we have still more to, so I'm just to copy paste. So what here they are going to do, username, I'm just copying this and pasting it here, and username I'm giving test, and then password, this is the password. Automation. So after filling all the details, we need to click on this submit. Okay, so input value, submit. Okay, it is showing two values, but we need the second value. So I'm checking how we can differentiate that. Maybe we will use this one here. Okay, it is identifying only one element now, so I'm going to use this I dot wait for element and then click. Okay, so now let us run the script till now and check whether it is working fine or not. So it has launched the website. So now it is waiting for that one validation, and it has filled everything. Now after clicking the button, we can see some text it is coming, so we will validate the text also now. Okay, so go here and just giving submit. So this is the text. Let me check it where it is coming here. So this is the text, okay, and PID alert. So P as it is ID alert. Okay, so we have got this one, and as here how we are validating the text, we can validate the same here. So you can wait for the element, okay, which is P ID alert, and then see the text. Sorry, let me go here. Let's see. Now we will see it works or not. So launch the website. It waits for that form and fill all the details here and then submit. Okay, we will see it is showing it failed. We'll see where it is being failed. So let me see here. Expected web application. This is just dummy form, just return to equal. Okay, I think the ID is the problem here. Oh, okay, we didn't given the ID here, really sorry. So I am going to pass the ID of the locator. Okay, let me clear this, and I am running the test again. See, it is filling all the details, submit, and then it has been validating the text. Okay, see, now the script also has been passed. So if you want to see all the steps whether it is performing properly or not in the console itself, you can use this -- verbose to have the very detailed console. Okay, and let me show here. See, so whatever it is doing, it is the scenario title here. So it is right now on this step. I am on page. And it has been launched this URL. Now it will wait for that form. So it is filling all the details. Okay, let me check what has happened. See, text equals error expected element P alert. This is just a dummy form. You just click the submit button to equal. Okay, there is some issue. What has happened here? Let me check again. Expected element. Am I passing differently? No. First is the text. I think it is same only. Let me check again here. Yes, I'm copying the same. This is just a dummy form. You just click the submit button. Equals nothing. PID alert. It is same only. Correct. Okay, let me try again. Okay, now it is being passed. Okay, now it is being passed. Okay, this is how we can actually automate the very simple basic actions of how to input the text areas and select the drop downs with, if it is having the select and options, a pattern of drop down there on the website. So for more videos, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like and share the video if you find it useful. Thank you guys. See you in my next video.